This episode is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Do you ever think about switching insurance companies to see if you could save some cash? Progressive makes it easy. Just drop in some details about yourself and see if you're eligible to save money when you bundle your home and auto policies. The process only takes minutes, and it could mean hundreds more in your pocket. Visit Progressive.com after this episode to see if you could save. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Potential savings will vary. Not available in all states.
Yay Networks.
Parenting is such a breeze, oh, but it would bring you to your knees if it weren't for Chatty Daddy. Oh, yeah, the Chatty Daddy.
Welcome to the Chatty Dads. It's a podcast with three dads talking about how much parenting we love.
Just flying.
Whoa.
Okay, let me retry.
You are just...
See, now, ladies, if
What
you're
is
wondering
happening?
what is Trey like,
That was the wedding night
what's
right there.
What's a night 11 like with Trey? There it is.
You know, I mean, it depends on what all is
it a
going on. If
Tuesday
it's
or is
been
it
a
a
while,
Saturday?
yeah, and usually it depends on how long it's been, or
Okay.
you know what we're getting into. What's on TV at the time? Like, did I just watch something really upsetting on the news? It might take me a second to get a little bit into it.
Later on in the podcast, I want to get your guys' gauge on something that happened last night, because I think a fight was started. I'll get into it, but
Okay.
it has to do with sexy time.
Well, I'm flustered. I'm very
Why, Nick?
flustered right now. So we all work together, us three.
Sure.
And we all work for a morning radio show. If you're not familiar, Kid Craddock Morning Show. Check out kidnation.com, where to listen. And I usually get calls now every day. Every day's 2 or 3 times a week. I get a call from my wife, a FaceTime. Hey, can you talk to Davis? He's flying off the handles. He's angry. Everyone's in tears at home, and I got to talk everyone down.
He's going through it right now.
So it was like roughly, I don't know, 8 o'clock today, this morning, as of when we're recording this podcast. And my wife calls. Here we go.
I saw you on the phone.
Here we go.
Oh, no.
We got to work something down. Okay. And usually when that happens, I like leave the area and I go to a quiet place in the office because I know it's going to be 10 minutes
Right.
or more to talk everyone down. But it's not a problem with the children. She said the garage door's not working.
Ooh.
Oh, we're going through that too, and I can't fix it.
The garage door is closed at this point.
It's closed.
And she
It
needs
will
to get
not-
out.
She needs to leave. She's got the kids in the car, ready to go to school.
Oh, no.
Now, it had been a bad morning, but that's not why she was calling me. It was like my daughter apparently threw a slide down the stairs and a bunch of stuff.
Yeah.
But
So
that's
this-
not why she's calling.
This amplified the stress of the
Yes.
garage door.
And so usually it like raises halfway the garage door and then it just gets stuck and it won't go down. Usually in the past when this has happened, we just open and close it a few times and then it works.
Sure.
Miraculously, something happened.
But it just wasn't doing it. And so I was like, I guess I could try and call like the neighbor down the street to see if he can just like Hulk the door up, let you back out, and then
Right.
set it down.
Because you
Anyways.
can remove the little pin from the
Yes.
top of the
Yes.
machine, and then Blair. But Blair
It's still a
is
pretty.
not a huge tall person.
She's not tall. The
Yeah.
garage door itself is not. She could handle the garage door. It is pretty heavy, but she could handle it. But just where she would have to like hold it up, undo the pin, push it up, it wasn't going to work. The guy down the street, he's out of town, so I got to go home. It's 20 minutes away. I'll be there as soon as I can, sweetheart. And the kids are going crazy.
Wait, this happened today?
This morning, today.
Did you go?
Yes.
Oh,
so
okay.
I left
That's
work.
where you were?
I left work. I went and I did it, and I was like, okay, honey, you just go to work. So I just held the door open as she left, backed out of the driveway.
What a
left.
man.
Let the kids go inside and just play while I'm trying to fix the door.
Right.
And I didn't know it was 30 degrees outside when I was I didn't
yeah.
have my jacket. I'm freezing cold. Everyone's all flustered. And so I can't get it. Whatever it is, I'm like tightening the chain. That doesn't do anything. I'm taking it off the chain, everything. Nothing is working. And so after about 20 minutes, I just said, screw it. I got to take the kids to school and go back to work. So I go inside to get the kids. They've all changed out of their clothes, and now they're in like pajamas. My
Sure.
daughter doesn't have a shirt on. Like, what have you guys been doing? So I got to get them all dressed. We get to the car. I got to go to the bathroom. Not me. One of my
Sure.
kids says, I got to go to the bathroom. And it's my daughter who's potty training. So get her out, go to the bathroom, all this. And then I got to take them to school. And then I'm because my wife was running late, so she goes to work. I hang out with the kids, and so then after I get in the car, after taking them off to school, I notice I have like 5 miles left in my gas. I gotta stop for gas.
Oh no!
It is just one thing after another. And
Did you have to go stop by the lending office to get a loan for your gas?
I was like, surely it wasn't this much last week when I filled up.
No,
It was 30 cents more this morning than when I got it yesterday.
No way.
Yeah.
Okay, because it was like $57 today, and I was like completely out.
It is nuts right now.
And I just have a mid-sized SUV. I don't have the big truck.
I wouldn't have survived if I were in college nowadays, because back in college, I would put $5 in my gas, and that was it.
When I was graduating from college, it was 2009. So like that 2008 to 9, gas was over $4 a gallon, and I'm in college.
We're broke.
Like, what am I? So nobody was driving.
Exactly.
It was crazy.
And I remember calling my dad and being like, Dad, I mean, I can't come home this weekend if I can't get a little gas money. I don't have money in my account to get gas, So that was a good move to get him. He looks at my bank account because he has access to it, and he sees I've got like whatever $15 left. So he's like, I'll give him like 200. Like it was like
damn.
Christmas.
Yeah.
Like so I ended up actually kind of profiting off of, because I didn't care about gas prices. It wasn't my money, it was Dad's money, and he probably was taking it out of my student loan account that I had. So it was in the end probably a pretty expensive tank of gas. But at that moment I was like, oh, I'm using this to my advantage.
Yeah, you are.
In college, so I didn't pay. I paid for like some of my gas, not all of it, but like I had my parents' gas card.
Yeah.
And so what I would do, I know my parents listen to this podcast, so it's been 12 years, so sorry, Mom and Dad.
Right.
So what I would do is instead of paying at the pump, I would just go inside. I'd buy like milk.
Totally.
I'd buy bread with it.
Yeah.
And then I'd get like, $6 less than what it would be for a full tank.
Makes sense.
But it's still good.
I really promise I never bought like beer or anything. I just bought the things that I really needed.
Right. And just didn't want to ask that, for that cash. You are surprisingly in a chipper mood for everything that's happening to you this morning. Because the story you were telling, I was like, this must have like a fun, happy ending.
No.
Like you didn't have to go because Blair like realized that like the switch was turned the wrong way or something.
Show up, everyone's screaming at everyone, and I just like, just go, leave now. She's already late to work. And it takes her 45 minutes to get there.
I accidentally, my wife got a new car. And so she wanted me to activate the garage door on, because now in cars they have that cool thing where you can just push the button in the car and it'll set it up. Somehow, I told my wife the directions, because I'm the one that looks up the instructions on YouTube. She likes to just go in it blindly and just push buttons and things will happen.
Yeah, it's more fun that way.
Right. So I was telling her as I was sitting in the car, I was like, all right, you got to hit this button, and then I'm going to hit the button in here, and it should connect. So we're doing it, and nothing's happening. And I said, did you hit the button? And she said, oh, no, you told me to hold down the button. I said, no, I told you to hit the button. You push it. And then I push it and hold it down. You weren't supposed to hold it down. She held down the button. I don't know what that means. I look up what that means. It reset my garage door.
Oh, no. So like all of your...
Everything.
Now your remote in your car doesn't work.
My remote, luckily we have like a single car that I get to park, and then there's a double. So mine is still good. I just can't open the big garage door because I was connected to that one now. So that door is null and void.
Yeah.
Every remote is done from that one. Yeah. So now we have to manually open this door. And I've tried everything to try to fix this garage door. And she keeps saying, let me call somebody. And my ego won't let me.
Let him call. Who cares?
No, man, because it costs money. They come out there and they charge you like $100 just to look at, and I guarantee you it's going to be the dumbest, easiest fix ever. But I can't I can't find a YouTube video that'll do it. And so we've been stuck with a manual door for the last 3 weeks since she's got this new car, which sucks because she has to do the work when she leaves the kids to go to school.
So she's undoing the door, holding it up. And
it's been undone. Yeah, because there's no remote, so it's been undone. So it's manual. It's lift and
what is this?
And
the
pull
40s?
down.
And then how do you get it back down? Like you have to like jump and grab it and pull.
Yep.
But yeah, there's no like rip cord like you have those old school garages you see on the NASCAR pits.
You got to grab the grooves and pull down. It's a whole thing,
and it slams down pretty hard. I would bet.
Yeah.
Very. I can actually hold it down and like bring it down slowly. She lets it slam, so I'm sure that's not helping out with our garage door. So don't feel bad, Nick. Yeah. I'm also going through it with the garage door.
Well, since it was a crazy day, whenever the kids have like a crazy morning, that means after school they don't get TV. And usually that'd be bad. But it's not bad right now because when they get home, they can play with their KiwiCo toys.
Oh, they got a KiwiCo?
They can play, have fun, and learn at the same time.
See, I like when my KiwiCo shows up at the door. I don't let the kids open it up right away. Although it is cool for them to see that they got mail, they get to bring it in, they get excited, but I hold on for those days like today, Nick, where they need something to do or they're grounded from the screen time, and they get down to business with the KiwiCo. They love it.
Yeah, KiwiCo delivers monthly science and art projects that celebrate a child's natural curiosity and spark love for lifelong learning. It's really cool to see them enjoy playing with the toys because they're learning at the same time.
So, like on our copy points here, it has a question. It says, "Why do flowers bloom?"
Couldn't tell you.
I don't. I assume it's like for sunlight or like because they have to like get the pollen out of them so they can make more flowers. I actually don't know. So KiwiCo can help the parents learn along with the kids. You get subscription lines for all ages, ranging from infants to preschoolers, all the way to teens, and of course for the fathers who are a little bit clueless as well. So KiwiCo, they deliver enriching hands-on experiences that spark your curiosity and inspire creativity.
Step into spring and celebrate the season of discovery with a KiwiCo subscription. In fact, you can get 30% off your first month plus free shipping on any crate line with the promo code DADDIES at KiwiCo.com. That's 30% off your first month at KiwiCo.com. Promo code DADDIES.
Now, STEM is what you're always hearing about. You want the STEM. You want the science, technology, engineering, math. Boom, KiwiCo's got all those right there in there.
And a refresher for us parents.
You know, I don't want to sound like a creeper, but I'm interested in what this sex thing was, Jason.
Oh, you want to get into that right now?
I mean, you said later in the show. It's later in the show.
Yeah, we didn't want the we want the kids to go to bed before.
Sure, yeah.
I want to get your vibe here on this, on what went down. So my wife went out of town this weekend. You know, she went down to her friend.
So the mistress came over.
Of course.
Okay.
Of course she was. No. My wife went down to see one of her friends who was having a milestone birthday. And so she left on Friday. And, the day before she left, us guys, how about a little goodbye?
Yeah. Hey,
you know?
It's going to be 2-3 days.
But it was one of those days where kids had a bunch of stuff. She was really tired and she went to sleep. And then the next morning I had to go to work. She left. So I didn't get... It didn't happen, and that's okay. You know, that's going to happen from time to time. It's not going to be available. But all weekend long, I was looking forward to Sunday.
Oh, Trey, he was pouting all weekend.
Yeah.
Every text message like, okay, sweetie, well, just remember,
No, I didn't
knock it out of the park before you left.
I'm not that guy. Even though you do think about that, like, it would have been nice, but it didn't happen. It's okay. But I was really excited for Sunday because she was going to come home, and
Make it a Sunday fun day.
we could make it a Sunday fun day. And so when she got back, she was in great spirits, telling me all about her weekend. We had a good time. She goes, hey, in fact, let's go to dinner with the kids. So I said, absolutely. Let's go to dinner with the kids. I would love to go to dinner. I'll treat you all day. We went to dinner. Everything was good. Fine. We even took one of our dogs to dinner.
Oh, wow.
And I hate taking the dogs anywhere.
Yeah, that's the whole thing.
So I was being a super good boy. And then we came home and put the kids to bed. And this is where I think she had a plan. Because I brought up, she asked, how was the weekend with Case? And Chloe had a sleepover one of the nights, so I got to hang out with Kason by myself. And I've been talking about on the podcast how it's been rough with Kason lately. He's been testing me a lot. There's been a lot of screaming. There's been a lot of altercations between us. And this was a nice little moment where Kason and I got to have just one-on-one dad and son time.
Yeah.
And I told her it was excellent. We had an awesome weekend.
Oh, no. I see where this is going. Okay.
We had an awesome weekend. And she goes, really? I was like, yeah, we went and saw the Batman. He didn't have any tantrums. He didn't melt down once. I let him play a little bit of video games, but he wasn't overly, stimulated by the screen time. It was awesome. And she goes, what do you think it was? Now, this is where you walk. Listen, you're walking me down a road that I don't want to go down.
Oh, what's different about this weekend?
And so I picked up what was happening here, and I was like, you're trying to capture me here. You're trying to put me in a cage. So I said, I thought about it thoroughly before I spoke, guys. I promise you. I said, I think he doesn't respond well when we yell at him.
Oh, okay.
I said it just like that. And she goes, oh, so I yell at him a lot? And in my head, I know what's happening. You're picking a small nitpicky fight because you don't want to Right? That's what's going on in my head.
You think she's turning because she's too tired?
She's
from
too
the
tired, right? Like I think there's sometimes we start nitpicky fights, dumb fights,
Sure.
because we don't want to do something. We all do it. Husbands, we do it. Wives, you do it too. It's all good. And I knew it was happening. I was like, no. I said I was like, I yell at him too all the time. I'm trying to pick up the pieces.
How fast did he start talking? No, sweetie.
Yeah.
No, it's. I yell a lot.
I'm like, no, I'm on your side. I'm all good. Like, yeah, when we yell at him, I noticed that if we just talk to him like a regular person, he actually does pretty well. She goes, so I don't talk to him like a regular person. I'm going to go to sleep. Mm-hmm. Did she start a fight on purpose because she was trying to get out of it, which is, in my book, I know we all do it, but I prefer you saying I'm too tired or
it could be a possibility that she didn't like hearing that she's the problem.
100%.
I wasn't saying she was the problem.
Well,
Insinuated.
Next time you just say, I think he got more sleep.
Yeah,
I think that's why he got a lot of sleep.
Cut a little bit of sugar back. You know,
Yeah.
he didn't have the spike in his blood sugar as much.
I knew as it was coming out, I'm like, damn, man, I just screwed myself over. No pun intended.
I have not felt the. Is it jealousy or like I've never been like, well, my kid hates me and likes Kara
Right.
more than me. But I do know that Kara has had that feel. There are days where like he just will be like dad,
Yeah.
doesn't want mom at all, and that really puts her in a funk, which it shouldn't. It just so happens that he's wanting my attention, which it could be that I'm not paying as much attention to him as now he wants my attention because I'm sitting in the room. I don't exactly know, but I do know that women are more in tune and sensitive to
those things.
wanting their kid to be in love with them, whereas we're just like, whatever. Like I'm like, okay, cool. Like I'd
We're
like to hang
blasé
out
with it.
Exactly.
I
So
think
she might be a little bit. Her feelings are
Also,
hurt.
I'm getting it. I mean, we all three have the exact same work schedules, but I think probably our wives have this in common. But the punishing a lot of times comes from mom.
Right,
I feel like so
right.
she's always the one that's talking stern, that's getting on to them, telling them to stand
True.
up straight, telling them different things. And we're the fun dad.
Hey.
We come in and throw them in the air, and we go have some candy and go do whatever. And then meanwhile, she's back here dealing with the crying tantrums and stuff.
And then a lot of people ask, why are they so afraid of the dad? Because we're the fun guy, right?
Right.
Because we're the ones that, when it comes down to it, to the big disciplining,
Yeah.
Sure.
that's when we step in. I think that's what's happening.
If the fun stops, then they're like, oh wait,
because
this must
the
be real.
switch really flips.
and
Just real quick, my mother used to call my father Uncle Richard because that he'd always come around and he'd be the fun guy. She's like, oh, you're just gonna go hang out with Uncle Richard again. And so now my wife will call me Uncle Richard from now
I like that,
from
though.
time to time. It's meant to be an insult.
But regarding what we were talking about with my son last week, where we've been going through it and I lost it, and I know that I've been talking to my therapist from BetterHelp, and I got to take the step back, and I failed a couple times. I got a message from a chatty daddy on our Instagram regarding this.
Perfect. Hit us up at Chatty Daddies on Instagram.
Richard,
So wait, did you ever have sex?
no, no, bro.
Sorry, buddy.
Can't you see all the veins bulging out of his head right now? He's about to bust.
And it was one of those where I waited about 20 minutes in the living room to let things calm down, and I was like, maybe I can make my way in there and like apologize or say something to like make everything better. She was fast asleep.
Yeah.
So I tried to get in the bed and I did like the leg touch.
Totally.
You know-
the booty rub.
Yeah.
Is she really asleep right now? Or
Yeah, I tried like the touch on the leg just to see, and she did the rollover. I'm sleeping. So I was like,
Perfect.
so I'll update you guys. Maybe I'll get back on track today.
Okay.
Sounds good. All right, the message.
But Richard wrote us and said, hey, I'm listening to the
Uncle
Chatty
Richard?
No, it's not Uncle Richard Strout. Listening to Chatty Daddies, I used to yell a lot at my boys. That's my problem. Nick, you're going through it too.
I will immediately yell.
Yeah.
Like I won't give it a second to simmer. I won't give it a second to think. I just immediately go off.
And then I don't like me. Do you feel depressed afterwards, big time?
Because it's just like I know that was the wrong thing to do.
Yeah. So Richard did the same thing. Said I used to yell a lot at my boys. I changed it up, and it actually freaks them out more. All right. So what did he do? He said, I started talking almost in hushed tones.
Ooh.
Almost like Liam Neeson type. You end up saying less, and they really have to listen to you.
So instead of saying stop doing that, you would just say stop doing that.
Stop doing that.
Ooh.
Wait. You could just go, stop.
Stop.
Yeah.
Stop.
And I envisioned, when I was reading this message from Richard, I envisioned myself doing this, or I envisioned being a kid and my dad. Mm-hmm. Hey, stop doing what you're doing.
Are we all just about to do a Batman impression right now? Is that what this is?
Because I have a particular set of skills that I acquired through the years. You know, I haven't tried it yet because, again, like I mentioned to Kinsey, I had a great weekend with Kaysen because she wasn't there.
Of course.
No, that wasn't it. I mean, she doesn't listen to this, right? She doesn't listen.
She does listen.
Oh, no.
Obviously,
Really?
I'm joking.
Oh.
Yeah, she listens to the podcast.
Good.
So does her sister Brittany because she's a
boy.
chatty
No way.
mommy.
Awesome.
Yeah. So yeah, my family does listen to this podcast. So obviously, I'm joking right now. But he said, I try to relate. I totally relate to you guys. Out of body experience, watching yourself yelling, knowing that you shouldn't. So
Yeah.
there it is. If you're going through it like Nick and I are, screaming at the kids, maybe try the Liam Neeson approach, the Batman approach, a little whisper.
A little field studies have shown that's usually not the way to solve the problem, is to immediately yell.
Yeah.
It
From my
escalates.
experience, it just makes it worse.
Yelling escalates with adults too. If you go out to a bar and you start screaming at a dude, that guy's not going to back down. He's going to scream back at you,
Yeah.
and the thing's going to escalate into a potential fight. But if you talk, or maybe you whisper at him like Liam Neeson, he might get scared and not want to fight you.
But boy, that's hard, isn't it?
It is.
Because your first reaction is to yell. That's what you want to do. You want to just yell, stop, and the kids stop fighting or whatever it is. But it just throws gas on the fire.
The emotional control that one must have as a parent is astounding, because sometimes you can't. We're human. Sometimes you can't control your emotions as well as you would love to. I mean, we should, because we're adults.
Right.
And we have been through a lot more than these kids have. And what they're really going through actually does matter. And it actually, if they say this is the worst day ever, it's their feeling at this moment. Clearly, it's not the worst day ever.
You can tell it's going to get so much worse than this. Wait till you have to deal with coworkers.
Yes.
No offense, guys. To have to deal with coworkers and bills. It gets so much worse. Just wait.
Yeah.
That's what you should tell them.
But to them, it is the worst day ever, and it's hard to take those emotions into consideration when you see the world and you see what's going on out there. But they're kids; they don't know.
Yeah.
And I got to keep reminding myself that. But we still lose it, and it's okay. We're all gonna do it. That's why we have this podcast, a nice little platform for everybody to get together and talk about our mistakes and try not to commit them over and over
I
and over.
don't think I've ever yelled at y'all.
I've never yelled at
Me
you
and
guys.
Trey have had
I've definitely
lively
yelled.
discussion.
I've yelled at Nick, and I've definitely complained about JC behind his back at a very loud volume.
What did we yell about?
Oh, okay. If you really like to get into
Sure.
this, okay, because I remember I could tell you exactly the conversation, maybe
Okay.
word for word.
Was
but
it a conversation where we were just having a difference of opinion, or was it show related?
Oh, there's so many times actually now that I'm thinking about it.
Wow, you opened up a can of worms.
There's only like one of our coworkers that I can maybe two that I've definitely yelled at.
Right. Well, I mean, it was nothing to do with work.
Oh, so it was like I like cupcakes and I
conversation.
don't, and we just have a difference of opinion.
One of them, Nick, do you remember the question you asked me? It was about wine. Do you know the difference between red wine
red
and white
wine and
wine?
white wine.
What makes red wine? What makes white wine?
What is it?
The skins.
And I said the grapes.
It's the skin of the grape.
And he said, well, it's depending on like how long you leave the red skin with the juices, and that'll turn it red.
Now that's not exclusively how, but that is a big part of it. Like I think you can make
you
white
can't-
wine from red grapes, but to make it
But
the
I
red
couldn't-
color, you leave the skins in long enough.
I couldn't possibly make the white wine, the white grapes, the green grapes, whatever they are. I can't turn that into red wine by leaving the green skin on it. And so it matters what the grape is.
I'm sure.
And so anyway, I lost my cool on that. I'm sure I was having a bad day from something
well,
else.
you shouldn't. I don't know if you feel bad. You shouldn't feel bad for yelling at me
Oh.
because I don't even remember this conversation.
And I didn't even know he yelled at me because he did it behind my back, apparently.
Well, that's pretty often.
What was the last time you got mad at me for?
What is today? March 7th?
Yeah.
Let's see. It was over the weekend. Yeah, it was probably the 4th.
So
nice.
Back to parenting.
Good to know.
Back to parenting. Parenting's tough. All we do is concentrate on our kids most of the time. We're running around not thinking about ourselves. And so that's why our friends at Athletic Greens can help you out.
Dude,
Thank you, Athletic Greens.
I ran out of my multivitamin, and so I was like, oh, I'm just going to do the Athletic Green thing.
Yeah.
It's my favorite multivitamin for sure. Like I don't know why I was throwing these pills in my mouth that I'm just going to like basically pee out. This stuff, I take it as soon as I wake up in the morning, and it helps it absorb if you take it on an empty stomach. It tastes pretty good. It's just, more ways to get liquid into your body, which is always a good thing. I love it. Athletic Greens, thank you.
Look, a lot of us want to get in shape and we want to be healthy and all that stuff, but it's hard, man. It's hard to get everything you need into your body, and what Athletic Greens is going to do, if you don't have time and you want better gut health, but you don't have the time to do all that research, or maybe you want more energy, maybe you want to optimize the immune system, or you hate taking pills. This alleviates all that stuff for you.
So what are you going to do with Athletic Greens? So Athletic Greens, you're going to take a nice scoop of Athletic Greens, throw it in your water, and you can even put it in other things. You can put it in smoothies. You can put it in protein shakes.
I put it in my protein shake.
And you're going to get 75 high-quality vitamins, minerals, whole food source, superfoods, probiotics, and adaptogens to help you start your day right. And so this special blend of ingredients is going to support your gut health. It's going to support your nervous system, your immune system, like JC said, your recovery, focus, and even your aging. All of these things are going to help you out.
By the way, super affordable. If you break it down, which we did, it costs less than $3 a day. So take that. You're investing in your health and in your body, and this is actually cheaper than if you went out and got a coffee every morning.
Or if you stopped and got a smoothie.
Yeah, think about it.
If you think that smoothie's real healthy for you, that you're stopping at the big box place,
A lot of sugars up in there.
Yeah, so right now, it's time to reclaim your health and arm your immune system with convenient daily nutrition, especially because we got flu and cold stuff is all around us right now. It's just one scoop in a cup of water every day. That's it. No need for millions of different pills and supplements to look out for your health. To make it easy, Athletic Greens is going to give you a free 1-year supply of immune-supporting vitamin D and 5 free travel packs with your first purchase. All you got to do is go to athleticgreens.com/daddies. Again, that is athleticgreens.com/daddies to take ownership over your health and pick up the ultimate daily nutrition insurance.
And I'm not sure in all of the sponsors that we've had, anyone has ever said, I'm going to give you a free year supply of something. They're giving you a free year supply of immune-supporting vitamin D. So check it out.
I think I got my daughter in trouble at her cheer, and I feel awful about it.
Okay.
When you're the parent of a little kid who cannot drive themselves anywhere, you're responsible for when they show up late to play.
Yep.
Yeah.
Now, while I did mention that we had a great weekend with Kaysen, I messed up with Chloe.
Mm-hmm.
She has cheer on Sundays. My wife, Kinsey, left me a text message with what time her practice started. It was supposed to start at 2, and it was going till 4:30. And I said, cool, I'm going to store that in my head.
Oh,
Never going to look at that text again.
I'll remember that.
Yeah, I got this. So on Sunday, I'm sitting there having a good time. Made my daughter my famous eggs that she loves so much, and for lunch. And Kinsey gives me a call, and she goes, "Hey, what you doing?" I'm on my way back, and I said, "Oh, I'm just sitting here. I made Chloe some eggs." And she goes, "Why is she not at cheer?" And I said, "Because cheer starts at 2:30." And she says, "No, no, it doesn't. It starts at 2." And I look at my clock, and it is 2:15 at the time.
No. And how far away is practice?
20 minutes away.
Oh, no. She's going to miss half of practice.
You were already going to be late even if it was 2:30.
Yeah.
Oh, man. And it was that moment of I looked at her, and I could tell she wanted to freak out. And I don't know why my daughter is so stoic. I don't know. I don't know if you're just that way.
Right.
Yeah.
She had a moment where I saw her on the verge of tears, and she gathered herself. And then she said, "It's okay, Papa."
Yeah, maybe she knew, like, I don't want to turn this into anything bigger than it is.
Yeah.
Seriously, I don't. Chloe has been such a little angel because she said, "It's okay. I'm gonna go get my shoes on. Will you get my water?" And I said, "Absolutely." So I got her water. She got her shoes on. We were out of that door within a minute and a half.
Nice.
And we drove out there, and I'm just profusely apologizing. Chloe, I'm so sorry. I thought it was at 2:30. I don't know why, too. She goes, "It's okay. I'm not mad at you. It's going to be okay." Dropped her off at cheer, let her go in there. And afterwards, she came home. Kinsey picked her up because she had already been home. So Kinsey comes home with Chloe, and she walks in. And normally after cheer, she's excited, wants to show me the routine, wants to show me her little back bends, all the stuff she learned. She didn't do that this time. Something happened. And I said, what happened? What's going on? Are you okay? And she said, yeah, I'm okay, Papa. It's okay. And she went upstairs. So I asked Kinsey, I'm like, what's going on? She seems different. In cheerleading, there's positions, right?
Oh, no.
There's flyers and there's base. A lot of the little girls want to be the flyer. That's
it's the
girls
fun,
that are
pretty thing
Totally.
to do.
They're the ones that are up on the pyramids and doing the little leg things, and they're doing the cool flips, and they're getting caught. She had been promoted to flyer a few weeks ago. Now, you have to practice this because that's where you can get the most hurt.
Super dangerous.
And Kinsey told me apparently today at practice they demoted her from flyer.
Oh, no. Like forever?
I don't know.
Oh, she can get it back.
And in my head, I'm thinking, was it because I showed up about 40 minutes late to practice and they decided to plug somebody in, which opened up the opportunity for this little girl to shine, and she did shine. And they realized, hey, let's just run with this girl for now. And it's my fault. And Chloe's literally just shielding me from going off on me and telling me you did this. She did not once blamed me. And I asked Kinsey, I'm like, should I go talk to her? And she goes, if you want, go talk to her. And I went upstairs and I said, Chloe, did you get taken off a flyer because I made you late? And she goes, I don't know. They didn't tell me, but it's okay if they did. I'll work hard. She had the wherewithal to even think about, like, it's okay. I'm gonna just put my foot down and tuck my chin and keep working hard at it. Didn't get mad. Wasn't crying. You could tell she was a little let down, but it was my fault. Clearly my fault. And I felt like,
Yay.
I had that one dad moment, man, where I might have cost my daughter one of her favorite things, but the way she handled it was so on point.
That is good. And yeah, it happens. Everybody's been late as a parent, right?
I always remember being at practice as a kid and, someone would show up late and that kid would have to like run, or the whole team would have to run because Johnny was late or whatever it was. And it's like, it could have easily been the parent that was just running late.
It 100%
half the time, it probably was the kid was being a jerk and didn't turn off the TV and get ready when the parent said so, and now they're late. Whatever, make them run. But like half the time, it's going to be the parent's fault. They got caught up at work and couldn't make it at home to pick them up, and then take them to the field for practice.
Right, and it's not like the parent was out at a bar. It was that the parent had to finish something so that they can put food on the table.
I mean, hey, I'm sure some of my kids, some of my friends' dads probably were at a bar.
Right.
I think we may have solved all the parenting issues that everyone has in the world right now.
For
So
sure.
should we move on to our Bop of the Week?
I'm
Please.
ready. Today is my day for the Bop of the Week.
All right.
This one has a bit of a backstory. When Kaysen was, I want to say he's like 2 years old. I remember I strapped him up in his little car seat, and we drove to Target, and this song came on. And he loved this song. Chloe loves this song. It's one of those songs that kids love, but he started singing it. And it was something about his 2-year-old little voice singing this song that drew tears out of my eyeballs.
Yeah.
And that song that we are going to throw in the Dad Bop of the Week.
What does the fox say?
No, it's not.
The remix.
The Fox is actually a great song. I don't care what you guys say, but it's a song called Fight Song by Rachel Platten.
Oh, yeah, it's a good song.
Yes.
This is my fight song. Take back my life song. Prove I'm alright song.
Something about my son singing that song, or any little kid singing it, is.
And it's already about to bring you to tears just by going, you're right, I am going to be strong.
It's uplifting. I feel like every little kid should listen to this song at least like once a day, just because it'll get you going.
And then your son, who you know is going to be a fighter, is going to have to go through some stuff, and he's going to have to overcome some stuff, and he's singing it at 2 years old. You're like, man.
That's right.
That's a bop right there.
You could set some like sports highlights to this song.
Totally.
Like
Yeah.
him throwing a good pass or catching a good ball. Yep.
Little daddy-daughter or daddy-son memories along to this song right here. So this will be added to our playlist. You can listen to all the songs that we have named Dad Bop of the Week.
Yeah,
The link is in the below.
The link is in the description below. So thanks so much for joining us. Be sure to come back next week. If you want to reach out to us, we're at Chatty Daddies on social media. Our email is in the description below, and we'd love to hear from you. And until next week, should we tease who we're going to have on the show next week?
Oh, totally.
Go ahead.
We're going to talk to Tim Tebow.
Isn't that cool?
That is awesome.
Now, Tim's not a dad yet, but
He's recently married. He's got like a kid's book coming out.
Yeah, he does
He's
have
just
that.
an all-around wonderful human being.
And who's a better father figure than Tim Tebow? Even if he
Exactly.
doesn't have kids, like you still should be like Tim Tebow.
He's a great role model when it comes to kids and how to go about life and how to overcome adversity. So we'll be chatting with Tim Tebow. This is going to be cool, guys.
It's going to be a good one. So we'll talk to you next week. So until next time, I'm Nick.
I'm Trey.
I'm JC.
And just remember,
Stand up straight.
Oh, yeah.